Hi, this is Chris, Z01 CVD. I saw a video by Ed, W4 Bravo Tango Kilo, on the FT-710 FT-DX10 misalignment from factory. And the first thing I'd say is that these are really a consumer sort of item, even though they are for amateur radio operators. They're mass produced for consumers, so you're not going to get something out of those factories. Yaesu, ICOM or Kenwood these days, which is going to be aligned like a Roden Schwartz or something like that. So expect them to be off. But I did notice on some of Ed's tests, he was testing the transceiver was on 14.2 megahertz, and he was testing it on AM and the transceiver was set to USB, but his analyzer was set to AM, and I just want to show you why that won't work. Well, it won't give you an accurate test. It's all to do with the way that AM works. So we'll turn ours on. For S9 we should be looking at 36 dB microvolts. So I've set that to here, and my analyzer frequency is now 14.201. and you can see even mine is not reading S9. I have no carrier. I'm not I have a carrier, but I'm not modulating it at all. And see what happens when I do modulate it. We'll flick it onto AM, and like Ed, we're getting a 1 kilohertz tone here. This is my center frequency, and we can see the two. This is the carrier, and this is my 1 kilohertz here. Now we can, if we just turn that back off, you'll see there was an immediate effect on the signal strength meter, and that's because now it's just receiving the carrier, and it doesn't have the energy from the audio modulation. Now, if the modulation was at say 30%, it's going to screw the reading up even, or it is going to screw the reading up, as you can see here. So this is SSB with a 1 kilohertz tone. We really should, I think the frequency should come back to 14.2, which gives us pretty much in the center there again. But you can see as I jump 1 kilohertz up and down off frequency. But anyway, I mean, it's neither here nor here. You can see that this transceiver out of the factory is as bad as, well, not quite as bad as Ed's, but yeah, the S meter's still out, so you could do a full alignment. But just on full alignment, let me just bring you over here. We'll have a look at the manual. If you're going to do an alignment, you can't just do the S meter. This is the Yaesu technical supplement for the FT-710. When you do the alignment, you've got to follow the steps. Pardon me, and there's a reason for the steps. Step 1 of the alignment, the receiver alignment anyway, is to adjust the reference oscillator. So you've got to make sure everything's on frequency. Then step 2, especially with DSP receivers like this, where a lot of this stuff is in software, it's not actually hardware that you're aligning. That's why you're only just aligning numbers on the screen. So it's important then to get your AGC adjustment right, and the RF AGC, and then the RF AGC, IF AGC, and then you can step into your S meter alignment. So you can't, well, you shouldn't really just jump into S meter alignment if you think your S meter's out. You've really got to do the full thing, and you can stop it there if you know, do your reference oscillator, and then do your RF AGC, and then do your IF AGC as it says, but then and then do your S meter. And you can finish there if S meter is the thing that you're worried about being accurate. But don't jump in and do just the PA unit adjustment or the FM squelch adjustment, or don't just jump in and do any of the other ones before you've done the sequence of events beforehand, because you'll find that if the problem in the transceiver was, for example, reference oscillator not initially being set correctly, everything else is going to be out. So you have to get it done step by step that Yaesu sort of tells you. Anyway, that's just my observations, and thanks, Ed. It's great to see a fellow ham getting into it. Cheers.